get started. Yep. All right. This meeting is a meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. There may be time for public participation as indicated by agenda item or as directed by the board president. The meeting site is fully accessible. Any person requiring further accommodation should contact the superintendent at the school corporation's central office. The meeting will be electronically recorded and will be kept on file in the superintendent's office. A copy of both the audio and video recordings will be available on the NLCS website. Let the record reflect we have 4 members of the board here today: Mr. King, Mr. Soklin, myself, and Barbara Miller. If everyone can we please say the Pledge of Allegiance at this point?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, at this time, we have review for approval of the minutes and executive session memorandum from the February 19th, 2026 meeting.
Make a motion we approve the February 19th, 2026 minutes from the meeting and executive session.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Soklin seconds. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. At this time, are there any persons to address the board relative to the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, we will move on to Mr. Underwood.
Thank you. We are requesting approval of claims and payroll since the last board meeting, and that total is $4,181,707.23.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Mrs. Miller seconds. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Is that all you have, Mr. Underwood?
Yes.
All righty, thank you. We will move on to food service with Mrs. Sanders.
Good evening. I have 3 things that I'd like to request for board approval. The first being the second reading and approval of the food service procurement policy. It used to be just a plan, but we had an audit, as you well know, and now it needs to become a policy. There were a few changes with threshold levels and a few verbiage changes and an addition of item H on that document that were requested and required actually by the state of Indiana. So that is all I have for that item.
Make a motion that we approve the food service procurement policy as presented.
Okay, we have so you're moving on to number 2, so you're requesting approval of the policy? At this
Yeah,
point? Okay,
yes,
okay,
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry
okay,
if
that's
I didn't
okay.
state that.
No,
Yes,
that's okay.
please. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Soklin seconds. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, the second item is a memorandum of understanding with the Association of Indiana Counties. What that is for a TREX program, which is a way for us to have debts paid on food service accounts by them being withdrawn from their state income taxes. It's something we don't actually have to join. The county's already a member of the Association of Indiana Counties. But we would need to sign a memorandum of understanding in order to participate in the TREX program in order for them to be able to be the clearinghouse for that process to start to take place. I did share that memorandum with legal counsel here, Greg Pittman, and he looked over that and said that, he knew the program, it was good, and looked over that. So I am looking for or requesting approval of the board for that document as well.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the memorandum? Okay, Mr. King makes a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sutherland seconds. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, and lastly, and related to that, is approval of the Trust Indiana membership. We need to be members of Trust Indiana in order for those funds to get moved to our accounts. I don't know, it's not really a contract, it's more of a registration. Just to say, we agree to have an account with them so that those funds can be moved to us from the income tax accounts of the debtors from food service.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do we have a motion to approve the Trust of Indiana membership?
I make the motion, we approve the Trust Indiana membership.
Mrs. Miller makes a motion. Do we have a second? Mr. King seconds. Are any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And I will just say at this point that Mr. Parsley has joined us, Mr. Gilbert has joined us. Mr. Parsley is going to be taking over at this point.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Sanders. Item F on the agenda, Human Resources, Mr. Unger.
Good evening. First, would like to request your approval of the personnel agenda as presented.
Okay, I have a recommendation for approval of the personnel agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Ms. Collier makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Sokolin, second. Question or discussion related to the motion?
I have one question. It seems like there's a lot of transfers and resignations for this time of the year. Are we in good shape? I mean, do we have any issues staffing-wise for the rest of the school year?
I don't anticipate that. In fact, I see us as we're also moving forward. We're starting to absorb and remove some positions. Some of the resignations do carry, like you'll notice one of the instructors, she's resigning now, but she is remaining with us for the rest of the year. So as of right now, I think we're good. The only thing I still worry about a little bit is the substitutes is starting to wane again. So I've been watching, and the trend is the substitute rates, the fill rate is going back down a little bit. So, but then, we can try to increase that pool, but it's also, I think, a matter of you need it up before you even get to this point.
All right, thanks.
All right, any further questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of approval of the personnel agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 2, I request your approval of the creation of the position Elementary In-School Suspension Monitor. This position is a little bit similar to some that we have in others, but we're putting this in elementary school. The idea is that this position will focus on behavior and discipline, so it will help support our students. But also, as we move forward with the teacher salary, we look at another thing that's really important with teachers is administrative support, especially around discipline and workload. So I also, from an HR standpoint, think this position will be helpful in supporting our teachers as well, not just our students. And the other thing I want to mention about that before leaving it with you is that we are going to make sure that we're going to make sure that we move some of these current aides to this position. So, for example, it might be a transfer, and then we'll close out that position, or transfer another and close out that position. So, in order to do this, we're also going to eliminate some overall instructional support staff positions.
Okay, I have a recommendation for creation of this position, Elementary In-School Suspension Monitor. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
All right, Mr. Gilbert makes the motion. Do I have a second? Mr. King seconds. Questions or discussion?
How many kids do we normally have in elementary and in-school suspension to need a full-time person?
Well, the principals could tell you that more. This is only going to be in 2 spots. I know one of them's at Shawswick, But what I can tell you from talking to the teachers, it is in need especially the early grades. So from K to 2, we're starting to see a need for this kind of thing to help with managing that.
Who normally handles that right now?
A lot of times, based off what I see, it comes through as the principals. It's extra time principals are engaging in doing that, which pulls them from their other duties.
So instead of sitting in the office, where would these?
They would go to an ISS room where they're working on homework for behavior modification.
And also, in full transparency, we've seen, since my time even being here, which hasn't been very long, I've seen an increase in injury reports come through of staff, teachers, and principals from students dealing with them of, hitting, biting, kicking. So this is also to help.
So if we do it for 2 schools,
Mitigate
what
that.
are the other schools gonna do?
Well, again,
it
that's
has
gonna-
been an issue in some of the other schools as well.
Yes,
Right.
and we're looking at this, again, based off need and size. This is right now, the plan is 2. That's not to say later that we won't add another one, but these are being supported at some of our schools. For example, Parkview, as we know, has the IWD rooms, and so they already have extra needs around and resources, so we're just looking at this school by school, I think would be safe to say at this point.
Okay, any further questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
Okay, 1 nay. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda.
The next item is concerning an employee childcare instructional aid during virtual learning days. You had information about this, but basically what this is going to be positioned when we have those days to help watch employee children down there so that they can still come in. So the person who will probably be doing this will be like an instructional aide who would lose that day. So, when we have the virtual days, we still count it as school, but they're not working. So they would just come over and do that. So it's, again, even sum there as you look at that. So I ask for your approval of the creation of the position employee childcare instructional aide during virtual learning days.
Okay, we have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Ms. Collier makes the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sokolin seconds. Do we have any questions or discussion related to this motion?
Do we anticipate just need one person for this?
I think so at this time. Also it's a little hard to gauge at this point how many people will take advantage of that. But it'll probably, and again, it's primarily going to be for the people at Playful Pathways because, well, as we know, a lot of other
So
people
we
didn't work
should
from
have an
home.
idea of how many people might need it, but we don't know who will use it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
How many virtual days do we normally have?
Well, I don't know that I have that data. Mr. Eason,
We have 3 built in, but it could be more.
Yeah. Yeah, more and more people are using the snow days because as long as you do the synchronous learning, meaning that there's some kind of same time thing, you can then count that as a day, and so some people are taking advantage of that more and more to help.
So is this position paid by the day, by the hour?
It will be an hourly position, and again, you can think of it like that. The person who's going to be doing this normally would have been in the classroom getting paid for that day anyway. So
Okay.
again, it's not going to take it's not going to cost us more in that sense.
Okay, any further questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
All right, 1 nay, 5 ayes. The motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. Item G on the agenda, elementary curriculum. Ms. Hudson.
Good evening. I have a few items to present this evening. The first one, I ask for your approval of 26-27 elementary field trips.
Okay, I have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Ms. Collier makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Gilbert seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion?
I have one question. These blackout dates, are those based on the assessment calendar?
Some of them are, and some of them are early release days.
Okay.
So I work with Mr. Bodie in transportation and come up with those dates. Early release days are just, it's very hard to get students back
Right.
in time for that. So most of them are early release days or leading up to breaks.
And do we follow these same, Mr. Yancey, do we follow these same blackout dates when we schedule non-academic classroom times, events? If there's special events that we take the kids out of the classroom, do we?
Pretty much because of transportation.
Okay. Thanks.
Quick question. I'm
Yes.
just curious, where are the field trips? Where are y'all going? Is it in there?
Yeah, each grade level has a different trip.
I just look forward to listening to where they go.
Yeah, they're the same as the ones that we have taken this year. Some of them have been the same for a few years. Kindergarten goes to Wonder Lab. First grade goes to Wilston Ranch and Wildlife Park. Second grade to Spring Mill State Park. Third grade goes to Marengo Cave. They also have Ag Day. That's not listed. That's a free through Purdue Extension. Fourth grade goes to the Indiana State Museum. Fifth grade has Junior Achievement BizTown in Indianapolis. That's a field trip that we did for the first time this year, and then they have a second one, which is the Hoosier National Forest Kids Unplugged at Hardin Ridge, and sixth grade goes to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Thanks. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, any further questions or discussion related to this motion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. My second item is approval of elementary summer programming. It's our summer school for elementary students for this summer.
Okay, a recommendation for approval of the summer programming. Do I have a motion?
Motion we approve the elementary summer.
All right, Mr. King makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Ms. Miller seconds. Questions or discussion related to this?
I have one question. It says schools may offer a May testing option. Are we going to do that?
All of our elementaries will offer a May testing option for iRead.
And that's voluntary then, I guess, based on, I mean, since we're still in school, we just do it, right?
We just do it like
Okay.
we do our spring administration, yes.
Okay.
And we have had great success. Last year was the first time we were able to offer the May testing option, that the state allowed us to give the test again before school was out. And we had a lot of kids pass at the May administration that didn't pass in March. So
All right, great, thanks.
Any further questions? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
thank you. Item 3, I ask for your approval of middle school summer outreach programming. This is a new program this summer. It's completely grant funded through the Juvenile Diversion Grant, and it will be for middle school students.
Okay, have a recommendation for approval of this summer outreach program. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
Mr. Gilbert makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sokolin seconds. Questions or discussion?
What students will this be for?
Well, this is the first year we've had this program. These will be at-risk students at BMS. Depending on that number, we may also offer it to incoming 7th graders. So it could potentially be next year's 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. We worked closely with Heidi Wagner on this proposal and Savannah Kidwell, our family engagement specialist. So I can't really say exactly what criteria we're going to use. We're going to have to look at the attendance, overall attendance, but students who are on attendance contracts and are at high risk for chronic absenteeism, and those students who have been chronically absent will be the first students we focus on. It'll just depend on what that number is.
And is there a limit? I see it's two positions. Is there a limit to the number of students?
We aren't
Don't
sure
know.
yet. This is just the first year we're trying this, so we're just going to see how it goes, and hopefully we have the funding to do this again next summer, so I'll probably have better answers next time. But they're very excited about it at the middle school, and so it's been quite a while since we've had any kind of summer programming. Not since I've been in this position have we had anything specifically for at-risk adolescents. It's a huge need, I believe.
Okay, thank you. Any further questions? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. My next item is asking for approval for Savannah Kidwell, our family engagement specialist, to attend the school attendance mediator training in Manchester, Indiana on April 18th, 2026.
Okay, have a recommendation for this training attendance. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Ms. Collier makes a motion. Do I have a second? Mr. King seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion? Okay,
Sorry, we will get a trip report on this.
Sure.
okay, any further questions? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. And my last item is asking for your approval of kindergarten through fifth grade English language arts curriculum for beginning in next year, 26-27 through school year 2031-2032. So that's a 6-year adoption of reading language arts curriculum for our elementary students in grades K through 5.
All right, that's a recommendation for the curriculum as stated. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, Mr. King makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Ms. Miller seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion?
I have comments instead of questions.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to say the process you went through is very good. The write-up you did is very good. Appreciate the way it was put together and everything that was done. Good job on reducing the cost and renegotiating before now. It got us down to a better price. I want to echo your feelings about we have awesome teachers. I want to echo your appreciation for the teachers who piloted this. I really appreciate that. And I would suggest that at the end of the next school year, we survey all the teachers again and see if they have the same results. You did a great job.
Thank you. Many of those teachers are here tonight.
Good. Appreciate it, you guys.
Is 6 years a normal time frame for this?
It is.
Okay.
In the past, the state of Indiana said you had to adopt every 6 years, and they don't require that districts adopt every 6 years anymore. But our current curriculum, this is the 6th year for it.
Okay, any further questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
All right, moving on. Item H on our agenda, special education. Ms. Swingo.
Good evening. I have one item, excuse me, to ask for approval tonight, and that's for the approval of the creation of the Galaxy program position, the self-contained special education teacher.
Okay, I have a recommendation for the creation of the position as stated. Do we have a motion?
Recommend we approve the creation of Galaxy program position.
All right, Mr. King makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Gilbert seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion?
Two comments and a suggestion as well. First of all, I applaud this move. I think it's a good thing. I think if you can implement this according to the plan and you achieve your expected outcome goals, this would be a great thing for all of our classrooms and all of our students. So I hope this goes well because I think it's a good thing. And I would suggest on your ideal candidate profile,
Pardon?
on the ideal candidate profile that's in here, I would suggest that we add highly qualified as an ideal candidate.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just
I can't hardly hear you, Scott.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
so we have the ideal candidate profile, and you list all the, I guess, qualities this person should have.
Yes.
But I think highly qualified should be added to that list. All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But I think this is a very good thing.
Any further questions or discussion? This position would be filled ideally by when?
Hopefully soon. We probably what we're planning on is an internal transfer from one of our current people. So we're hoping that we'll do this. It would start in the fall for the program, but once we have moved the person into this position, then they will help us to get the classroom ready and to get the program up and running for the fall.
And the position would be competed, open for competition to be written on by the employees that might be eligible.
I'll say that again, I'm sorry.
The position would be competed, that is, they would be eligible to ride on the position, to apply for it openly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any further questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, thank you, Ms. Swingo. Okay, item I on their agenda, North Lawrence Career Center, Ms. Redmond.
Good evening. My first request is approval of an overnight field trip for our construction students competing in their Skills USA competition at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, April 10th and 11th. That group has a 2-day competition. The rest of our students are only competing on Saturday.
Okay, have a recommendation for the field trip as described. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Ms. Collier makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sokin seconds. Questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Number 2 is approval for our FFA members competing in livestock judging and other contests to attend the, I think it's the Agricultural Invitational at Western Kentucky University on April 14th.
Okay, have a recommendation for the trip as described. Do I have a motion? All right, Mr. King makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sokin seconds. Questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Number 3, we would like to take our early childhood education students and the horticultural students to Bernheim Forest and Arboretum in Clearmont, Kentucky on April 17th.
All right, have a recommendation for the trip as described. Do I have a motion? All right, Ms. Miller makes a motion. Do I have a second? Mr. King seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you again. Number 4, acceptance of a vehicle that was donated to our auto services program. We just need this board approved to accept the donation.
All right, have a recommendation for acceptance of this vehicle being donated to the auto services program. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Mr. Sokin makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Gilbert seconds. Questions or discussion? What kind of vehicle is it, do you know?
2012 Mazda with 227,000 miles. It's a high-quality automobile.
It's just getting started.
There's a reason that it's being donated, but it will make a very good training vehicle.
Very good.
Lots
All
of
right,
repairs needed.
if there are no further questions then, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, thank you, Ms. Redmond.
Thank you.
Moving along, item J, technology. Mr. Housel.
Good evening. I would request approval for the 2026 E-Rate Network Upgrades Project. We have a quote from 5-Star of $694,461. Because this is an E-Rate project, E-Rate would pay 80% and the NLCS portion would be $138,892.20. And I did place additional information at your places that was not in your packet. So this is a continuation of previous projects we've done the last couple of years. We've replaced all the access points and started on switches last year, so this was a continuation of the switches. And these are not just switches, they're smart switches that send data where data needs to go. And then we also have a central interface that we can see every switch and every access point. So if there's a problem with the network anywhere, we can identify it and resolve that issue.
Okay, have a recommendation for the E-Rate Network project as described. Do I have a motion? All right, Ms. Miller makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sokin seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion?
When will this upgrade take place?
The next step of the process is approval from E-Rate. So part of that process requires board approval. So this is a step. We've applied for it. Then E-Rate will approve it, presumably. And then we just have to schedule the work with 5-Star. So the switches that we purchased last summer were installed over Christmas. So there can be, but that was because they were doing the access points first. So sometime in the fall,
Should
or early fall, I would think we could get this work
Okay,
done.
thank you.
Okay, any further questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
All right, item K on the agenda, our superintendent, Mr. Yancey.
Thank you, Mr. Parsley. We are asking approval of Phase 2 renovations and HVAC upgrades at Dollins Elementary. The cost is $1,058,000.
All right, have a recommendation for approval of the HVAC upgrade as described. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
All right, Mr. King makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Gilbert seconds. Questions or discussion related to this?
I wanted to make sure you know where this is as you go into Dollins. So if you go in the front door, it's to the left as you go up the ramp. It's that wing there. That's the HVAC that'll be worked on.
To be complete, or started and completed when, do you know?
Started in the summer and end by the end of the summer for the start of school. And new carpet, new paint, new ceiling, LED lighting, just like we did at some of the other buildings. So we'll be on a time crunch.
Okay, further questions or discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. We are asking approval of a partial roof replacement at Dollins Elementary. The cost is $885,000. Now, where this is at is from the cafeteria all the way where the HVAC is being done. So that's the front of the building. And it's a membrane.
All right, have a recommendation for the roof project as described. Do I have a motion? Ms. Miller makes a motion. Do I have a second? Mr. King seconds. Questions or discussion related to this?
This is also to be done in the summer.
All right, any further questions? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? All right, motion carries.
Thank you. We're asking approval of Phase 2 LED lighting upgrades for B&L High School and NLCC. The cost is $374,800. This is also the two gyms. The auxiliary gym and the main gym is included in this.
All right, have a recommendation for the LED project as described. Do we have a motion? All right, Mr. King makes a motion. Do I have a second? All right, Ms. Miller seconds. Questions or discussion related to this motion?
This will also be done in the summer.
So this says it's the remainder of B&L and NLCC. So for those rooms that have already been done, has there been any kind of response to that? I mean,
You mean savings?
no, in terms of people noticing it and
Oh,
saying
they'll notice because we had to turn them down. They're too bright.
okay.
Sorry.
So it's made it, I mean, it's a real impact.
Positive response to career center.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's-
it's just
that's what-
bright.
That's what I thought about, just,
Keep them.
very good. But it should be, right?
All right, any further questions or discussion related to this motion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. We are asking approval of the pool repair architectural services at B&L High School. Last month at the board meeting in your FYI, you saw the engineering. Now it has to go to an architect to see what it's going to cost to do the repairs.
So, the recommendation is to carry the
Just the
project
architectural
forward for the
fees.
architecture. Okay. Do you,
Just the fees.
roger that. Okay. Recommendation for the pool repair architectural services as described then. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
All right, Mr. King makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Sopelin seconds. Questions or discussion related to this?
Am I reading this right? 50,000 is the fee for them to do
That's the max.
that's the max, and then possibly up to 2 million to repair it?
We hope not.
Okay.
It says not to.
Not to exceed.
Not to exceed, but that's 50 is the max. So we'll,
But, go ahead,
No, I was,
no, I have an idea about what it's going to cost.
If we approve this as written, it sort of says they can go up to 2 million,
Yeah, but,
Kind of way it's written.
yeah,
And
but
if it goes over-
you're still going,
This
no,
is
you're
just-
still
this
going
is
to
just
approve
to pay
it.
the fee.
Just the fee
No, but
only.
it says, okay, but if Simpson's, once the state has received, they will proceed with bidding out the labor required.
Yeah, and then it has to come to the board to approve the bid.
Okay. All right.
I have preliminaries, about 1.5 to 2 million, he's right, or you were right.
And you're getting multiple quotes, multiple providers.
Yes, and there's only certain pool companies we're gonna use. And how are we gonna pay for it? It'd be out of the bond that I was gonna use to start the B&L roofing project. So when the study was done, I have a few more years to get by on the roof, because we were gonna do B&L's roof in 4 quarters at 4 different times, so I have to push that back. Because the pool is now, has major issues.
Okay, any further questions or discussion related to this architectural services motion?
Make a motion to approve.
All right, I think we had a motion already, so we're getting ready to vote. Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. And
Now can I do my FYI?
yes.
The first is an MBA, an agreement for software that works with billing, allows us, the teachers, to put their grades in, and device management with PowerSchool. The cost is $6,650. Of course, it's under the limit. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be signing that. We have to have it. The next quote is a digital card catalog software for NLCS libraries. That's with Laughlin for a maximum of $6,535.20. The next FYI is the timetable for the start of the bonding process in April from Ice Miller. I wanted you to have that copy. Number 4 is the HR timeline for Celerex project approved at the February board meeting. Next is a transition to onboard board management system that has to replace board docs that you use. It was discontinued, so we don't have board docs. So we'll be doing onboard. It is a little bit cheaper. Board docs is around $18,000. Onboard is around $8,000, but then we have to learn it. We have to learn a new system. So you'll probably have a little training on this. We'll be doing this in the summer. Next is the Star Academy virtual learning. We'll go in front of the board in April. We will have a virtual high school called Star Academy. We had a pilot program this year. It went well, so now we'll be advertising. We will be having virtual learning at B&L, and we're calling it the Star Academy. I wanted you to take a look where you can look at it
To begin next fall.
next year.
Quick question about that. How many ever people you get enrolled in that, is that going to count toward the enrollment figures?
Yes. I get 3/4 of the ADM. It costs me around $2,600 for the licensure for each student, and I get around $5,000 some dollars. We have quite a few students that should be at North Lawrence now that are at other school corporations, academies. So we're trying to start one to keep our kids here at North Lawrence,
Yeah, we've lost some in the past.
Yeah.
Other places that offer.
all the way to Clarksville.
And then we can take kids from anywhere else.
Yes, you can take anywhere.
Will we get
else.
3/4?
3/4.
Okay.
Of the ADM. Next, we're looking at rebranding the sign out front of the Playful Pathways. You have some pictures. As you can see, we're looking at naming it Rising Stars Early Learning Center, and that's a picture of what the sign would look like. Of course, there's going to be a few more changes, but we wanted you to take a look. And last is the STARS Teacher Evaluation Tool. It looks like this. It's around 25 pages. I want to thank Dr. Miller and her committee. We also have been working with the Teachers Association to redo our evaluation tool. That was something I was told when I came here 3 years ago that needed to be revised. So now we're able to start getting some things done that we spoke about back 3 years ago. I think this is a great model. It was piloted after 2 other school corporations. We kind of merged it into the North Lawrence model, and I think it'd be a good stepping to go in the right direction. We still have some more time to work with the association, and then we would take it to a vote, hopefully in May. I have a few thank yous, our congratulations. First, I want to congratulate Yancey Unger on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Indiana Association of School Business Officials. I'm very pleased to announce that Yancey Unger has completed the required courses for the Indiana IASBO certification program. His certification designation is Chief Business Officer, which required 120 hours of instruction. Congratulations, Yancey, on getting that. I really appreciate you doing that. Also, I want to thank a reminder that the NLCS Fine Arts Festival is at the Performing Arts Center at BNL. K through 12 art displays are from 6 to 8 on April the 6th, 7th, and 9th. The choir will perform on Monday, April 6th at 7, and the band performs Tuesday, April the 7th at 7 p.m., and the orchestras perform Thursday, April the 9th at 7 o'clock. I want to thank all the big thanks goes out to the teachers and staff of the fine arts for putting this on this week. It's very impressive. I've enjoyed it over the years. Also, I want to wish everyone a safe and restful spring break. Also, what's coming out, I wanted to ask you, is it's time for student handbook time. So in the past, we've always had a work session. So in May or in April, I'd like to have a work session where we can go over the handbooks. As we get the handbooks in after spring break, I'll be happy to send them to you early as we get them in, but they're not due until April after spring break. So I do have 2 that are finished now, but we'll send them all as we get them done. A lot of people's put in a lot of time on these handbooks. So is that okay, Mr. Parsley, that we have a work session, or you just want me to hand them to you early and then we discuss it during the board meeting, or?
I was just trying to look at our April schedule. You said April, right? What's
April
our April
16th.
schedule for our regular scheduled meeting? What date is our regular scheduled?
The 16th.
16th, okay.
We would have a work session, and that also starts the bonding apparatus that we'll be doing. But that can be held during the board meeting, of course.
I would think that'd be okay, a work session.
Okay, we'll
prior
have
to
a work
regular
session at 5.
We can talk about any conflicts or who will be able to make it then, but I would think if we laid in on the same schedule, it would be okay.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Yancey? All right, item L on the agenda, persons to address the board. Okay. No blue cards. All right, moving on then to closing business. I believe at this time, our spotlights and highlights will actually be delivered in the form of a video. So, David, take it away.
Hello, North Lawrence community. Every month, incredible things are happening inside our classrooms, gyms, stages, and labs. Today, we're excited to share just a few of the highlights from across our district. Let's take a look. Across our elementary schools, students recently completed IRE testing. We are incredibly proud of the focus, effort, and determination shown by both students and staff throughout the testing window. Dollins Elementary continues to lead in school-wide attendance, which speaks volumes about the commitment of our students and families. Thank you for helping making daily attendance a priority. Students also had the opportunity to experience hands-on science learning thanks to visits from the Wonder Lab, bringing exciting experiments directly into the classroom. At Lincoln Elementary, families of the class of 2039 visited during kindergarten welcome night. Students engaged in classroom activities, parents toured the building and visited with PTO, the Centerstone team, and leaders of extracurriculars. Our building celebrated a love for literacy with themed dress-up days and creative classroom activities. Students participated in reading Dr. Seuss books, identifying rhyming words, and enjoying flashlight reading sessions that make literacy an enjoyable experience for everyone. At Needmore Elementary, we are proud of the Robo Topper robotics team, who recently competed at the state competition the weekend of March 14th. The school also recently welcomed 31 incoming kindergarten students and their families during kindergarten welcome night. Students at Parkview Elementary recently enjoyed a special performance from the BNL Choir and Orchestra students. The visit gave students a chance to sing along, dance, and experience the talents of our high school musicians. Parkview teachers also participated in professional learning led by our district occupational therapists, who provided helpful classroom tools and strategies that can be immediately implemented to support student success. Shawswick Elementary recently hosted 2 successful kindergarten welcome nights, giving families an opportunity to meet staff and begin building connections with the school community. Staff members continue to use early release professional learning days to collaborate and strengthen Tier 1 instruction across the building. A big shout out goes to Bedford Middle School 8th grader Preston Liggins for winning the BMS Spelling Bee and representing the Cutters at the WBIW Lawrence County Spelling Bee. The school is also celebrating strong academic progress as 8th grade students recently scored above the state average in both ELA and math on iLearn Checkpoint 2. We are proud of the effort our students and teachers continue to put into their learning and growth. The BNL Music Department isn't just making noise, they're orchestrating pure magic. Our choir, band, and orchestra superstars recently competed in the ISMA contest and returned with many gold distinction ratings. BNL was recently just awarded ISMA All Music Award once again. The PAC stage recently came to life with an outstanding production of Snoopy the Musical, performed by our talented students with energy and creativity. Students at Gateway Academy continue to make tremendous progress academically, earning 158 credits this semester and 444 credits so far this year. Students in Mrs. Nixon's class have painted an ocean-themed mural to welcome students and guests into their classroom. Garden boxes were purchased through a Gardening at Gateway grant received from the Lawrence County Community Foundation. Students assembled the garden boxes and will be planting flowers and vegetables very soon. The North Lawrence Career Center open house was a huge success with over 150 people walking through the doors. Families explored classrooms while students proudly showcased their labs, projects, and hands-on learning experiences. Career and technical education students have also been competing at regional and state competitions, with several advancing to the next level, including 4 Educators Rising students who have qualified for the national competition. From kindergarten classrooms to career certifications, our students are learning, leading, and achieving at every level. Thank you for your continued support of North Lawrence Community Schools. Together we are shaping bright futures, one student at a time. As we head into spring break, we hope you have a relaxing and enjoyable week. We look forward to welcoming everyone back on Monday, March 30th. We're excited to share more spotlights and highlights with you next month. Thank you for watching. Bye!
All right, well done, Kaylee. Well done, David. Thank you for all that work. That's a great job. Okay, as far as upcoming meetings, as you heard, we just announced that the April 16th will be our next regularly scheduled board meeting, and we'll likely also include a work session prior to the regular meeting and executive session to follow. We will adjourn here immediately into an executive session, and with that, I would be open to motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All right, Mr. Sokol makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Ms. Collier seconds. All those in favor of adjournment, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All